y'all. Welcome to Consignment Chats. This is episode 125. Girls, how you doing today?
I can't wait to catch up with y'all. Yeah.
Y'all,
let's do this.
We are doing an unscripted today because there's been so much going on and so many things we need to talk about that we decided we really couldn't define this down to one specific topic today because we're all over the place. We're all over the place.
So everybody's shocked that we have lots of things to talk about. They're shocked.
I know. They like just fell backwards in their chairs. Like, what?
All right. So I want to say for the people listening on podcast, straight up, we do a live on YouTube only once a month. So go over there. If you're not subscribed and hit the notification bell, you can see first Wednesday of every month, we do a live, which is a recap of the previous month. So first Wednesday in June, we'll be talking about the previous month's sales, May's sales. So, and different things that happen to us. It's more anecdotal. It's a lot of fun. People have
a lot of fun
in the comments and everything. So if we keep referring to that, that's what you're hearing about. Pop over there. It doesn't make sense in podcast form, but we'd still love to have you. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, we have fun people pop in. We had Philly Flipper and Kristen the Rural Squirrel, Colorado Rewarn. We had like some awesome people pop into these, and you get to talk to them.
I'd flip that. Joe was there.
Yes.
We just had a ball. We love to have fun with our friends.
Yeah. So let's talk. Since you brought it up, I'd flip that. Reseller game show.
I'd flip that for sure.
Yeah.
We're going to flip that.
We are gonna flip that.
We are going head to head on the Reseller Showdown with I'd flip that, Joe and Nicole. We will be competing, the ladies of Consignment Chats, on June 1st. You can watch the replay or catch it live. It's a lot of fun live. You can participate in the comments, answer questions, help us out. So we're really looking forward to that.
If you're really knowledgeable in the reselling world, reach out to me personally and I'll shoot you my cell phone so you can be texting me answers along.
Oh, this is getting dirty.
Yeah, I need some.
We'll have a one-on-one conversation. You can just pop your answers in my text so that I can beat these girls because especially Libby is uber competitive. Uber competitive. So
I really am. It's so weird.
And you pull the knowledge out from places I don't even know. It's just so random how you know the names of certain glassware that I've never even heard of. And you spell it correctly and everything.
Right? I mean, geez.
All right. Well, we'll see. I keep telling these ladies what they don't know about me is I do not work well under pressure. So I think they're going to be surprised at how much floundering I do. I'm not good on the spot. I'm not good under pressure. I know that about myself, and they're going to find that out about me.
I see Samantha and I trying to push that Jeopardy button and going, while Libby's screaming out answers.
I'm just really excited about like a kazoo or whatever props that they give us. I'm just going to play with the toys, really.
I'd flip that game show care package. I agree, Samantha.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that you need to watch that.
I'm gonna link up. I'd flip that, their YouTube channel, in the show notes here because it's just a lot of fun and we work so hard. It's just so great to just take a break and do something fun with your friends.
Yeah, and we work so hard and get to have fun. And I know they have fun, but when you go, your jaw will drop with what they do because we talk about working hard. I cannot imagine the work that goes into Joe and Nicole putting on these game shows every 2 weeks because you'll just be impressed. You just have to go see it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just there for the outfits, really. That's
right.
I need an outfit.
I know. What are we going to wear?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
all right.
I'm going as myself. All right.
Well, you do that.
You do that.
That's fine.
I have to dig into my inner Doug Smith, and come up with a good.
Yeah. You got to channel Dougie. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to channel my inner Dougie and see what
might need to go to the Goodwill and the dollar store and come up with something crazy. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Oh
All right.
Absolutely.
What
Hey,
else do we
Samantha,
have?
if we're not going to win the game, you and I at least can win the costume and apparel look, right?
Yes, best dressed is still an award.
100%.
Yeah, in your own minds. Okay. But anyway, I'll be wearing my black leggings because those of you that know me know that's pretty much all I wear ever.
That's
And
right.
your slippers because it'll be past 9 p.m.
That's right.
And my slippers. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I didn't
Right,
realize
so-
slippers were past 9 p.m. I've broken that rule multiple times.
Well,
Oops.
Oops. We are coming up into summer here.
yes.
And next week, we're going to talk about summer slowdown, ways to beat it, ways to just, beat it into submission. We're not going down easily. There are things you can do for summer slowdown. There are things you can do during summer slowdown to build you up for an amazing fourth quarter. And one of those is Molly's
Listapalooza. Ta-da! June. We're starting it in June, and we're going to start. We were going to start Friday, but we're going to do Thursday because Libby likes to throw in a few weekdays and weekend days. And
I cater to the people.
We were catering to the people.
I just want to make people happy. That's all I want to do.
That's what we live for. That's all about y'all, our ideal customers. Our ideal customers. So we're going to start on June 8th, Thursday, June 8th, and we will start doing some postings about that so you can get ready. There's a lot of, finger work involved. You got to get the buses built and ready to go. There's a lot of typing. You just got to be ready. You got to
have all your friends. You have to have all your friends ready too.
You have to have all your friends with you. They need to be in shape and ready to go. Yeah. You got to be ready to roll. So we'll be putting some of that info out on our social media. If you're not following us on social media, better get it together.
Yep.
You don't want to miss it.
Hop in that C-Chats community on Facebook. That is where the majority of this will happen. And it is, if you think, I'm just a part-time. Well, first of all, don't use the word just. Molly will definitely have your head if you do that.
That is right there with only. Those are the words that we do not use in the reselling consignment business.
Yeah. You are in there. You are, helping inspire people. If you do one listing, the entire Listapalooza, we will still celebrate you, encourage you. We want everyone in there, regardless of what kind of numbers you are putting up. And this time, Molly talked about we always have a group goal, right? But a special prize if we meet that group goal. We're going to spin the wheel and we're going to have a special prize for any of our participants, regardless of how many items you were able to list, because we are really it's not always the people that put up the big numbers that are the most inspiring.
That's right.
Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not.
And are we splitting like store owner, like brick and mortar and online totals so that it's more accurate and we have
I think it's time to do that. Yes. I think we need to split brick and mortar and online to two separate things.
And if you don't join for any other reason than to watch me that weekend, because I am going to be hosting a garage sale that Saturday. So I will be prepping the couple days before, and then Saturday having a garage sale with some of my family members and selling craft items and expired items and things like that. So I'll have to go live a couple of times and show everybody.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yes.
It'll be something. Yeah.
Now, what's going to happen if you have people, you're going live and people are shopping? Will they be able to shop your garage sale?
Yeah.
Like
I'm just thinking ahead because I know Molly's going to be like, how much is that? What about that?
Oh, like that way?
Yeah, like I'm going to want to buy stuff if you're going to put it out there live. I mean,
Lord,
hello.
I don't do lives. This is a lot of pressure. Yeah, absolutely. I will ship stuff to anywhere. I am all about that. Sure.
All right.
However, if Aunt so-and-so already has it in her hands and you see it on the screen, I'm sorry. It's not gonna.
Oh, can we do some back and forth bartering and negotiation right there on this spot?
How much is she paying you for that? I'll double it. It'd be like an auction. You can just auction items.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is really fun. And it'll be fun to see your setup, and we'll get to meet some of your family, it sounds like.
It's going to be interesting. So my dad, where I grew up, about 20 miles from here, it's my dad's little community, dead end road. They've always had a community garage sale weekend. It's always been like 2 people and nobody knows what it's about. But the local business has got new owners and they are setting up a craft show on one end and some vending space and stuff on the other. And there's tons of people participating. So I'm trying to like amp it up, and I'm going to do a bunch of social media, and Sorting with Samantha is going to try to make a presence and pump it up for them. So we'll see where it goes. My dad, I told him he could just like stay in the backyard or in his shop and he doesn't have to do with it. He said he's going to leave altogether and not have anything to do with it. So, but he's letting me use his driveway. It's going to be great.
He's out.
All right. So here's what I really want to know. Is Stephanie going?
Oh, Stephanie will be there.
Yeah. All right.
And if nobody knows what we're talking about, then you need to go watch our small episode, our little bonus episode that we did about an ideal customer, because I just set mine up and I'm still getting to know Stephanie. So we will see how I incorporate that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be your best friend, your ideal customer. She's going to be, you and Stephanie are going to, yeah.
And the funny thing is, like at some point it will stop being weird that you're talking about this imaginary person. Like now Molly doesn't even blink when I go, what would a Chrissy do? Or Chrissy doesn't like we'll say often, no, Chrissy doesn't really like that. And like it's,
and every now and then I'll go, I really don't care. I really don't care.
At some point she will take on a life of her own.
Right.
Yeah. Samantha's like, yeah, right.
I don't see that yet.
Calling us in like 2 weeks and being like, so anyway, Stephanie told me.
Stephanie gave me some great advice. It worked fantastic.
At what point do we call in help? Like,
yeah. Yes. We've
That one might be
imaginary friends for ourselves.
If you tell me Stephanie told you, that might be an issue. We might need to dial for help.
It might.
The weird part is I'm going to be talking about Stephanie and incorporating Stephanie, and my family is going to be like, did your weird reseller friends help you with this? Is
that what we are? Your weird reseller
spend a lot of
friends?
time on YouTube and in that little community, and I don't know.
Yeah. They're going to have an intervention. Yeah. Coming. Yep.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's great.
So you did your quick chat on your ideal customer and we walked through the process. We're encouraging everybody out there to walk through their ideal customer. Samantha's going to update us on how it's affecting her business. And Molly also did a quick chat about something extraordinary. The listing calculator.
Extraordinary. Y'all, for me, it was extraordinary.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
I don't know if you've heard, I don't know if I've told you this at any point in my over a year of doing consignment chats, but I don't like spreadsheets. Have you heard that?
Shocked.
I know. I've never said that before, but I don't.
I think I'm going to change it from a spreadsheet where you can plug in the numbers to a Google form so it doesn't look like a spreadsheet and Molly can't
There
say.
you go. Because it's really like, it really is only a couple little fields and then boom, you got some results.
Y'all, I actually found this process fun. Once I got over that little nerve hump, I'm like, I got this. This is cool. Yeah.
Say that again and look directly into the camera. And what?
I actually found this process fun.
Because she's like, oh man, I only need to list 9 items a day and I can take an extra week of vacation and woo.
It's really, listen, you've got the ideal customer that makes your life on social media and your decisions for your business so much easier. Then you've got the listing calculator that makes life so much easier because you know what you got to do day in and day out to get your goal. And when you think of it that way, it's just like, oh, I got that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd slide edge that.
I'd flip that. Oh.
Or you flip it. I'd slide edge it, but you know, whatever. We're different people.
You know. Yeah. No, it's I can't say it enough. If you haven't done these things, I don't know what you're waiting on.
Well, because it's scary and it's intimidating.
All right. So look, join Patreon and we'll help you through it. I mean, that can help you through that because we had fun doing it. Did we not, Samantha? I mean, when we did your ideal customer, it was fun.
Yeah,
It was fun.
If you need support, we got your back. We'll support you through the process.
And I didn't want to do the listing calculator either. And before yours, off camera, Libby made me do mine. She made me in our Patreon because we give tough love sometimes. And you know what? I needed it and it was perfect. And my goals now are awesome. And I'm glad we did it. I shouldn't have waited.
I'm glad. I was a little bit like, I'm pushing her too far. I'm pushing her too far. She's not, but I'm like, I know it's going to make her happier.
It just clarifies things. It takes a lot of questioning and stress off your plate because things are just very clear.
They are what they are. Yeah.
And that's what our job is, y'all, to make your life easier in the reselling and consignment world. That's what we live for.
Yeah.
What we live for.
Yeah. We serve the people.
We serve our ideal customers.
I don't talk about it much, but there was a point in time where Molly, you were working at the nonprofit, and I was pretty much, when I say a solopreneur, I was like on my own doing everything. Didn't realize there was like people out there that did what I did. And there were a lot of circumstances I was super intimidated, and just even going to like meetups, and we have these $1 million Amazon sellers, and I just couldn't find my niche. Like everything was like a little uncomfortable, very uncertain. So I can recognize that in somebody, and I promise you, we will never make you feel that way, because we are really sensitive to, maybe, you're really good at something, and, your ideal customer is just something that's really intimidating, or the listing calculator, you just really don't get it. I've been there. I get it. Mm-hmm. And it's really hard. And I think when you don't have somebody to bounce those ideas off of, at least one person to bounce those ideas off of, you build it up in your head to be something that,
so much more than it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes just listening, that's what I like about the Patreon too, because we do one-on-one coaching. We'll do, or I guess 3-on-1 coaching. Mm-hmm. And we do lots of different things like that. But then the Patreon, when there's multiple people in there, sometimes we'll have our conversation with that person, but them listening to the other conversations is what makes something click. Like, oh, I didn't think about trying that, or doing it this way, or that really relates to my business, or things like that. So
correct.
We just have so many awesome things.
What can we say?
We're just so great.
The community has been just wonderful. I've learned so much. So
that's what we're all about.
And it has forced me to try different things. So you guys don't all have to. Flip, just lots of different things. Oh, which leads me
again and again and again and again and again.
Which leads me to my next thing is really, all right. So you probably heard our episode all about platforms, and I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of that. I am a fan of eBay. My whole little diatribe there. So I've decided, I said for 30 days, but Samantha quickly told me, no, you said, and you got to try something for 3 months. So now I'm in it for 3 months. Thanks,
because we walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
So I'm not the hugest fan. I'm not the biggest fan. Molly says I say that all the time. Apparently I'm not a fan of a lot of things, but cross-listing to many platforms. I do cross-list. That's always a part of my process. You can watch our See It with C Chats episodes to see that if you want. But to really just focus in. So I decided, all right, Facebook Marketplace was always my number 2, but it kind of like fell off. Poshmark, I've never been a fan of, but I'm going to give it a real good, solid go over the next 3 months. And in the live, I will report what my results are. So before I was half-heartedly doing it. So now I'm doing Mercari, Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, and I'm doing that consistently every day and doing what I need to do to succeed on those platforms. Do I think I will succeed on those platforms? No, but prove me wrong.
Well, you gotta have a better attitude, though. Too.
Well, here's what I want to say.
Convince your fear.
Right? This is what I want to say. I know that multiple times Libby has walked down this road of getting into the other platforms.
Experiment. I've experimented.
And every single time it comes back to the same exact answer. So I don't quite understand why we're doing it again, but I'm going to ride this ride with her and I'm going to let her take it one more time.
A full 90 days.
A full 90 days, but we always come back to the same thing of the best thing to do is list consistently on eBay. Now, when you've got cross listers that are simple to use, like List Perfectly, and you can just throw them on a few, do it and leave them there. I mean, it makes sense. Why would you not? But to invest a whole lot of time is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. So I know how much time it's taking me to cross list that, and I'm going to see what the revenue looks like based on the amount of time I'm spending. And that time includes like if something sells on eBay, I have to take it down from Poshmark, Mercari. I mean, it's a click of a button, but it still takes time and management. So I'm including all of that time in my calculations. And why am I doing it? I'm doing it for all of you so I can back up my statements, or I can be proved wrong. But
notice
I want to throw stuff out there and not that I did the experiment I did 2 years ago. It's time to do it again.
I just want to put this all out there to y'all that she's using us as an excuse for her obsession with the boyfriend she just can't break up with. She's now putting it on us that it's our fault. She's doing it only for us to get back together with the boyfriend. Right? Like
actually, it was all seat chatters. It wasn't just you two.
So then I enabled her and told her to try it even longer.
Right? Yeah. You've enabled her. She's putting it all on us, the seat chatters, that it's because of us that she's now getting back together with this boyfriend that we just can't believe she's going back to.
All right.
Well, so this is his last chance. Otherwise, we're helping you move out.
Yeah.
3 months out, or 3 months, I will give you guys the results. If they are not favorable for me to spend time posting on other platforms, I need you guys to have an intervention. That's all, seat chatters. I want y'all to hold me accountable for this.
Were you holding up the Scout's honor hand?
I don't know what I don't.
3 months.
I don't know what I was doing there.
He was doing like the Scout's honor. I'm going to do this. For those of you on podcast, she had those closed 3 fingers up, like,
yeah,
you know, swearing by it.
Yeah.
All right. It's all recorded. It's all recorded.
It's all there. Yep.
It's marked right here in history. See Chat's history. You know what? Real quick, I don't know why, but I just keep thinking I want to talk about mannequins.
That is so funny because I've been thinking the same thing.
Like we never just mannequins.
Well, because we have them. They're all
I mean, each one of us has one in the background. Like, what do you have? Like a favorite style, a favorite type? Like I have the half body hanger ones that hang flat on the wall. I have Perky Patty here. She's, you know, she's my plus size girl.
This is Janice. She's the only one I have right now. I used to have a bunch and I just kept Janice.
Okay. I've got a man.
I don't really use Janice.
I have a half man bod. So you don't. So what do? You don't really use Janice. So are you a flat? See, she's on the wall, flat lay hanger wall.
Yeah. It's quicker. I can go through so many things. And then now there are some like wrap tops and certain things where you need a body underneath them.
Figure, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I did keep her. But for the most part, yeah, I just hang on the wall. And then I have half of my desk is white and large, and I have half of it always cleared off so that I can lay things down and take any like tag pictures and measurements and stuff all right here.
Okay.
And then we're good.
Nice. Yeah, so I've had a constant battle with mannequins here. I mean, I got Taylor behind me there. She's playing the guitar. The pink guitar. Yeah, she's all rockered out. And I have one that's covered in Coach fabric that I bought at a local antique mall that I use for the majority of it. And it's super sturdy because I've probably broken, I don't know, maybe about 10 mannequins over the past 10 years. Like they're constantly, I was buying the cheaper one.
Patty, don't worry, Patty. I won't let her near you. You'll be okay.
And then we have Polly has at her house, she has the one we call Nips, which.
So my dad's a welder.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
That's why we kept her.
Anyways, we need to replace Nips. Nips needs to be replaced.
Nips, yeah. It causes significant, it causes significant photography issues.
Yes.
But it's the one Polly has at her house. We have history with Nips.
Maybe Polly's ideal customer is a man.
Maybe Polly's ideal customer is a man. Yes.
Right. Okay.
Maybe it's Bob. Bob.
Yeah.
Bob likes to buy things for his girlfriend, and he doesn't read the descriptions. He only looks at the photos.
So, Samantha, what I like about yours is it seems fairly lightweight, the way you're picking it up and easy to move around. Mine are very heavy. So Patty's got this solid metal base and a big metal, flat square down below. But
yes, I had one of those.
Very heavy, and I like to go downstairs, not just stay up here because my lighting downstairs is so good. But it is hard because my other I say regular size, she's like a size 2. I don't know, she's tiny. But she's got the heavy, solid iron base to her too, and it's just not easy. I like yours because you could just easily take it up and down the stairs. Mine is like an episode. Like you gotta go ahead.
Two issues with this conversation here. First of all, yes, she was cheap off Amazon. Her base was terrible though. She had like a wooden base, and there's a metal pole and then a wooden base, and the base was constantly cracking. And so then my husband would wood glue it, and she'd have to sit in the press for a couple days, and then it'd be fine for a couple months, and then it would crack again. So that is why my dad took some things out of his shop and just welded a new base on, and it's amazing. I think part of it is like feet off of a television or something. Whatever. So works. Yeah, it made it work. Second of all, we've had this conversation before, Molly. Is your lighting really that much better downstairs, or is there just something psychologically messed up with us where we think if we move to another area out of our office and our normal photography workspace that we will somehow magically get more done, but then really we're just distracted by snacks and spouses and TVs and birds flying by the window?
I know the answer to this question.
Like, I think your office has beautiful lighting. Look, if anything, my lighting's different every time we do one of these episodes. But you have a beautiful light open. Your mannequin looks pretty white. She doesn't look dingy or anything. I think that you are fine up there.
So, it's a very nice, bright, sunny day today, yes. But on those hazy or dark days, it's very dark.
Yep, and I'm just like,
Downstairs, now that I've done my remodel,
they make these things called ring lights. They work pretty good.
I have all of these wonderful lights that have been installed in my living room, these canister lights, and my builders listened to me when I said I do not want any yellow hue. I want it to be crisp, clear, white. And they are all white. And so when I photograph down there, it's a beautiful thing.
I do understand that because I have this weird drop ceiling with a terrible light in it. And I never keep this light on unless I'm just like doing computer things because it does give a terrible light in here. So I understand that. However, it just sounds like we need to adjust your listing calculator a little bit more so you can replace the lighting in your office.
That might be.
Someday. That's a goal someday.
That might be.
Stretch goal.
Right. So you're saying I should spend stretch goal my money on lighting like yours versus a lighter weight mannequin. Is that what you're trying to say?
That is what I'm saying, because then how much money and time, because time is money, are you wasting by moving all your stuff around? Now, I can preach this because it was just a couple weeks ago. I did like a whole week's worth of stuff out of my dining room. And how much did I accomplish? Not any more than I would have up here. And I got a really messy dining room. So you're not alone.
No, I do. I mean, I'll do the same thing. Like, what am I like? I will trick myself into because I, want to be downstairs by the kitchen, by the TV, especially in the winter by the wood stove. And yeah, I'll play all these little games with myself and I bring everything down. I mean, literally, it is costing me so much in efficiency. And the listing calculator kind of put me on track because I was like, well, yeah, I can't do that many listings if I'm
sometimes.
I mean, I had some bomb dinners and some of my kitchen cupboards got reorganized. My husband didn't do dishes at all that week because I was right next to the kitchen. I kept up on dishes, but I wasn't doing my listings.
You're right. I don't know. Sometimes
wait. Can you focus back on the camera again and say that again? Because I just love this episode already.
You're right. You are correct, Samantha. You are right. I should be working up here, and that should be my goal, is to just process things up here in a time smart way. You're right.
So I'm kind of like, I'm going to follow your lead because I'm moving over this summer and my new space, the basement bottom floor will be completely business except for my laundry, which will sometimes be used for business. But that will be work and my upstairs will be only personal. So I'm going to have I know at some point I'm going to start sneaking work back up onto my living and not onto my personal floor of my home. And you guys are going to have to call me out.
I know.
I'm really good at that. I can do that.
All right. Thank you.
That's good. I know you are really wonderful at doing that because my problem too is my office does not have an 85-inch screen TV up on the wall that I can watch and have on. But I should just put my music on because I am so much more productive when I have music on than when I have the housewives.
So, tip, I've been putting my listing calculator up over because I still listen to YouTube or List Perfectly listing parties, things like that. But I'll let them chatter in the background and I pull up the listing calculator. So every time I am doing something and then I want to go, nope, okay, I don't need to type that comment. I need to list more items.
Ooh.
Okay. And so I just I keep it in my face and over stuff because if I don't keep it over stuff, then I'm looking and I'm watching and I'm nope.
Okay.
Ooh, that is such a good idea.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm in the chats and I'm commenting and I'm looking at what am I going to put.
Yeah, it only takes a second to put a little comment in there. It only takes a second.
But then you got to wait to see what the response is.
Only takes a second plus the couple seconds it took you to walk over there and put your fingers on the keyboard, plus another couple seconds to get back in the rhythm of what you're doing.
Yes.
And pick up your phone and yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, really, all you really need to do, people, is just go to Consignment Chats on YouTube. You need to pick a playlist from our page and you just hit the little shuffle and loop button and it'll give you a variety of everything that we talk about and then you'll be good to go. You can also tell Alexa to play us. Oh, I almost triggered her, but you can just tell her to play Consignment Chats podcast and it will do that as well. And you will still have your hands free to list and be productive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you have it.
We're just solving all the problems.
That's what we do. We solve world problems. Listen, so this just has me going that I need to go because I got these handbags down here. I got a list. But before that, I just want to remind you guys about the upcoming reseller relaxation cruise. Those rooms are still available. We are cruising not this year, but next. So there is a Facebook page for that, a group. You can join that group, whether you're cruising this cruise or holding off for the next one, because there will be another one behind it.
So the first one will be April 2024.
April 2024 from the West Coast. Yep. So
and it is not a convention.
No, it isn't a convention.
Spouses can definitely come. They won't be bored out of their minds with reseller stuff. I mean,
you can bring your neighbor. There's
going to be lots of resellers. They're going to be talking about reselling, but there's not going to be things that you have to go to or things that you have to go and listen to. You're just going to relax with people that understand your
relaxation cruise.
Relaxation, networking, bonding, relaxing, having fun. Yeah.
As Vicky said, enough networking to still count it as a business right now.
There you go. There you go.
And if you're worried about the price, it's amazing group rates. I mean, like undeniably amazing group rates. They're all posted in the Facebook group that I'll link up below, or you can get on our website. And if you're worried about saving up the money, I got a pretty good solution for that. Profit First, our book club. Hop into our book club. We are doing Profit First, and it is going to be a game changer for those of us. Well, it's going to be a game changer for me because I already have this totally implemented, but as I'm going back and reading, I see some things I can do to definitely refine the process.
Which I am surprised about because you live this lifestyle.
I live it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't live any part of it. So it's going to be extremely life-changing for me as I go through and actually follow the steps.
I'm so excited to watch to refine my process and watch everybody's journey. And hopefully, I'm sure if you work it, you're going to have the same results I did and be able to make just much smarter business decisions.
And then we may have some special guests and things in the works to discuss the things that we're working on with this.
You never know. We've always got things up our sleeves.
You don't want to miss it.
All right, Libby, you got to link all that up so everybody can find all this stuff. Because
I got to go and start linking all that stuff up.
I know, because we resellers like things at our fingertips. We don't want to have to go search for stuff.
I don't like people having to go search for stuff. Yeah,
we do enough of that trying to identify our items. So make it easy for them. All right, ladies, until next time. Cheers.
Thanks for joining Libby, Molly, and Samantha, the ladies of Consignment Chats, as we build a resourceful community of collaborative resellers. Find all the ways to connect with us on consignmentchats.com. Episodes are available on YouTube and anywhere you get your podcasts. In addition, join our free private Facebook community.
I wasn't even ready yet. God.
So suck your thumb. Hey, y'all. Welcome to what? Hey, y'all. Welcome to y'all are not gonna. Oh, Lord.
Let's be honest. We probably shouldn't even be recording at this point. I think we're all slap happy.
Yep. Tuesdays. Okay.